namaste, beautiful friends. Welcome to your Isis Lotus Tarot Spread for the week of July the 30th, 2025. July. I just said July, didn't I? June, darling, June. July will be the day after, but this week it's still June on Monday. All right, June the 30th, starting a new month. So, the Isis Lotus Tarot Spread gives us two distinct ways to work with the energy of the week. Definitely the initiation of that fascinating month of astrology. So what do we need to be keeping an eye out for? Reading for the collective. Okay, dear darlings, we start out with the past. All right, the past, Page of Cups. So there's something that we wanted to do. And you, Five of Swords, need to be careful because you're really focused on like one little thing and not seeing the bigger picture. So this needs we need a little pullback here. Now the environment that we're in, Knight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles means we need to take some actions, and it could be related to money or resources, even food. Now, as these energies culminate, we have the Hangman. So this is important to understand that, yeah, it's not going to all come together this week. This week, we're still in this like kind of in-between phase. And I think that's probably because we're going to figure out what all these retrogrades are about in the month of July. Key card of the future. The Three of Cups. Lean into that which you find really fulfilling. Think about that Page of Cups energy, right? So the page initiates an idea that makes us happy, that brings us joy. Now, the opposing forces at play, Five of Wands, conflict, which could be internal or external to you. Or Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, some karmic shit going down, that's for sure. I'm feeling it. All right. Near future detail. King of Swords. So here's the thing. Once we make these decisions, these things that we want to do, then we have to approach them in a very straightforward, rational manner. We have to be honest with ourselves. We have to be honest with others. Now, on the Five of Wands side, we've got the Eight of Cups. There's something we need to let go of. On the Wheel of Fortune side, we have some definitely concerned emotions, some worries, some heaviness. Yeah, it's not going to be super easy. All right. Now, with that Five of Wands, Eight of Cups, we also have the Eight of Pentacles. So, yeah, there's more research that needs to be done on this side. Over here, Wheel of Fortune, Three of Swords, we have the Nine of Wands. Even though we're a little afraid, maybe we have some fears or uncertainties, we still need to move forward. All right, two possible solutions. We've got on the Five of Wands side, the Ace of Wands. So there's going to be, we walk away from something and we start something new. With the Wheel of Fortune, abundance, wealth, good things will come when we push forward. On that Five of Wands argument side, wow, we've got the Knight of Wands. So it's not just enough to have the idea and want to start it. We got to get moving. There's something that we need to take immediate action on. And on the Wheel of Fortune side with that Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. So wow, both tens, right? Something kind of not going according to plan, something not really going the way we want. But this is it's a liberation aspect. This makes me think of Uranus, right? So what is the story for the week? We're coming from this place of wanting to start something new. We have an idea. And we've got to watch with this idea because we might be in such a hurry to complete it that we're not really seeing the forest for the trees, so to speak. The environment is actions are going to be needed to stabilize and secure finances and material wealth. And Hanging Man, we might not see immediate results from our actions. Now, key card of the future, thinking about what fills us up and makes us feel abundant. Now, you may feel conflicted about that or have disagreements or have a certain amount of uncertainty about where to go. On this side, it's saying, come on, step forward, rational, logical. There's something you absolutely have to walk away from. And then you need to think about skill building here. What are you working on yourself with? And then once you do that research, you start this other thing and you start it aggressively. you go for it. On the other side, we have some karmic implications. Some things are happening that feel like they're completely out of our control, but we know that they are influencing us to move forward in some way, that they are important events in the life. Again, we still have to engage in this King of Swords energy of this rational movement forward, this extreme honesty, not just with others, but with ourselves. And this could feel very uncomfortable. Three of Swords. It doesn't matter. You've got to push forward, push through. Nine of Wands. And there will be abundance. Money will flow to you. The right resources will flow to you. But then it still might not feel completely comfortable. It might feel like it's not working out the way you want. Not getting what you want is a good piece of luck for this side of the reading. So, two very different ways that the energy can unfold this week. You're either really starting something new or you feel a sense of culmination. One of the two. Either one, it seems like a little bit of tension towards the end of the week or towards when we start moving into next week, which makes a lot of sense when you consider the astrology, because on the 7th, Uranus moves into Gemini. We're going to have Neptune retrograde this week. We're going to have Saturn retrograde the week after. There's a lot of astrology to be lived this week, or this month. So anyways, I'm wishing you the most marvelous week. I hope you found this helpful. And if you did, comment below and be sure to check out the planetary energy forecast, which I will post tomorrow to give you a heads up on the week. I hope you guys are all doing well out there. It's definitely a time to try to stay grounded. I guess that's always true, but feels a little extra true right now, right? All right. Namaste, my friends. See you soon.